The text. I was woken by my phone beeping, an incoming text message. I rolled over and fumbled for my phone, rubbed my eyes, and tried to focus on the screen. It was a message from a number I didn't recognize. Wearily, I opened the message. It just contained one line. It was a name, Glenn Harvey. I racked my brain. I couldn't think of anyone called Glenn Harvey. I dismissed it as a wrong number, turned over, and tried to go back to sleep. An hour and a half later, my alarm rang, and I started yet another boring day at my job in the same office. I had been it since leaving school, 7 years before. I sat and worked like the mindless robot that I become at work. Then finally, the clock reached 5 p.m. So I clocked out and left. As I walked across the car park, the metal barrier suddenly fell on top of the man a few feet in front of me. He fell to the ground without a sound. Blood started pooling around his head. The gate security guard phoned for an ambulance, then tried first aid. But even I could see that it was no use. The man was dead. The guard kept working on him until the ambulance arrived and took over. The police arrived and started taking statements. Everyone said the same. The gate barrier suddenly fell on the man. The guard was standing outside the guardhouse when it happened. I went home after giving my statement to the police. On the news that night, it mentioned the accident. It said that it was a freak accident. At work the next day, the accident was the main topic of conversation. That is when I found out the man's name. It was Glenn Harvey. I thought for a moment, why did that name sound familiar? Then it clicked. I checked my phone. That was the name that had been texted to me yesterday morning. It must be just a strange coincidence. The CCTV footage was checked. The barrier did just fall on the man. Nobody was near the controls when the barrier fell. The barrier manufacturers came out and checked the mechanism and found it was working perfectly. The pathologist found that the cause of death was severe head trauma. At the inquest, Glenn Harvey's death was ruled as misadventure. The following morning at 4:30 a.m., my phone pinged with another message. It was the same unknown number as last time. The message was just a name, Sandra Fletcher. I tried to get back to sleep, but couldn't. I lay there looking at the ceiling. My mind was racing, trying to think of who could be sending me messages with a random person's name. I decided to phone the number that had sent me the text, but I just got the message, number not available. After an hour or so of tossing and turning, I got up, way before my alarm rang, and got into work half an hour early. My boss, Mr. Turner, came over to me at just after 9. With a young lady in tow, he said, "This is Sandra. She is our new assistant. Can you help her get settled in?"